Hi Libra, and thank you for joining me this March 2017. If you're new to my channel, my name is JJ, and I'm so glad you can join me this month, and hopefully you'll stick around. Okay, so Libra, before I start this reading, I just want to say that over the last 2 months since we've started 2017, I've had somewhat of a tendency to reference you in other signs' videos as the celestial favorite for 2017. I just want to point out to some of my viewers who are not Libras, who may be watching this video because they have an issue with a Libra or something, that this is not coming from me. This is coming from astrological forecasts that have already been made. This is coming from, you know, when I report this kind of, when I make such a statement, which is a grand gesture, which is like saying, Libra, you are favored. Of all the 12 zodiac signs, you are the one who will be the luckiest in 2017. This has a lot to do with certain planetary placements, okay, within and around Libra's constellation. So please don't go off on a goddamn tangent on my channel saying things like the world will come to an end because you have said such things. You realize that when you say this alone, and when you accuse that this may happen because these words have come out of my mouth, that you are engaging in a similar manner by simply writing this comment. If you are so worried about manifestation indeed being such a powerful force, in the sense that if a person thinks something, then it will take form, okay? Or if a person says something, puts it out there, then it's more likely to occur. What have you just done? So please, just take a moment to think about this. And again, this is not, I'm not saying this to my Libra viewers, I'm saying this to other viewers who may have an issue with Libra. Just because I call Libra the celestial favorite doesn't mean that I don't value other zodiac signs, doesn't mean that I prioritize Libra. Actually, this is the last reading that I'm conducting for March 2017. What does that say? No offense, Libras. You already know this about me. If you're not new to my channel, you already know this about me. I go with what I feel, energy-wise, and it just didn't feel right to do this reading for you until now. It's the 5th of March here. We're still very much at the beginning of the month, so you're not missing out on anything. And monthly forecasts, this is generally speaking for everyone. When you come to this reading is the right time for you to receive any messages. It's the right time for you to be receptive. It's the right time for you to absorb whatever information needs to be said, and you can feel free to apply this information for however long of a period you want. So it's the 5th of March. It's valid until the 5th of April. Consider it like that. Monthly forecasts don't have to be strict in the sense of if it doesn't start on the 1st, then we're doomed. No, not at all. So, okay, thank you for your patience. Thank you for allowing me to kind of like, yeah, vent. I just had to do that because there are quite a few trolls. I know every YouTube reader has this. It's normal. Otherwise, like, I can't do much to prevent this. All I can do is expect that my more supportive viewers will continue to share their positivity in higher numbers than any trolls that may come my way, than any number of dislikes that may come my way, or harsh comments. I am personally not very affected by these harsh comments. I do very little to do anything against them, honestly. Usually I log on and I see that someone's already taken care of it for me, actually, by moving these comments to spam. Unfortunately, though, sometimes a few really nice comments find their way in spam and I can't do anything to move them back. So Let's just all work together to make this a fair, balanced, beautiful channel that is accepting of all people, all religions, all genders, ages, nationalities, everything. Please, let's try to be as humanitarian as we possibly can, right? Okay, cool. So, Libra, shuffling. Moon card. What's that all about? Wow, King of Cups in the reverse. Ooh. You realize I don't need to do much before the cards are like, woo, we're gonna fly all over the place. Page of Pentacles. Right, so right off the bat, Libra, right off the bat, I can't tell you what it is that's been bothering you recently, because the moon card usually talks about strong anxiety and sometimes alludes to depression as well. Not necessarily clinical depression, because, you know, that's a very extreme form where you may be receiving medication in order to treat certain anxiety or panic disorders that you, or mood disorders that you face, right? But the moon card talks about feeling extremely low. And the King of Cups here in reverse suggests to me that you may have someone in your environment who is being quite manipulative of you, quite manipulative around you, and due to your approach being unsuccessful with this person, whoever this person may be, this person is overly emotional, this person is rather dramatic, and this person knows how to sway the conversation in their favor and is very good at inducing a guilt trip, one that can really trigger the moon to have a lot more prominence throughout your days. The moon, again, being the sentimental value of this moon card. The moon card is also the sign of Pisces. I would like to talk about this briefly. I will, but let me first say that as a result of this rather uncomfortable feeling, I also need to wave my hand over the camera, sorry, here for the light. I realize I'm backlit, you guys, but I love this spot. I love it, so. Back to the original topic. As a result of this discomfort that you're feeling, which has a lot to do with someone being able to drain you of your resources, of your emotional resources. So we're talking more about manipulating you on an emotional level. You have caught on to this because you are sharp thinkers, you're quick thinkers as well. You're very privy to people's bullshit. As in, the moment someone tries to like play you, you see this coming, and you decide to up them by changing your tactics very subtly, yet very quickly, like quick enough to confuse them, quick enough to have them wondering if you've got any tricks up your sleeve. With the Page of Pentacles, you do this in a very innocent manner, and it is this innocence that provokes people, I have to say, Libra. It is this innocence that that can have people point fingers in your direction and call you sly, or call you dirty, or call you manipulative, even though it could indeed very well be the other way around. So using the Page of Pentacles as this energy on your side for you to develop new approach, a new tactic, naturally this means that with this new way of thinking, you give birth to new ideas as well. This Ace of Wands, inadvertently. Why? Because you are also restructuring the way that you process information, which means that you open up new gateways. And it's kind of like, you know, having the same ingredients in front of you, it's just mixing them together differently, or adding a bit more flour and less sugar, or I'm making stuff up right now, but I think you get the point. So this comes to your favor in more ways than you can think, that like not only kind of get rid of this, whoever this is, I don't know who this is, this King of Cups in your environment, kind of like gets rid of this King of Cups, this very manipulative vibe that's going on, and ameliorates the more negative effects of this Moon card. It brings you into a very favorable phase with this Wheel of Fortune and Ten of Cups. So that's nice, and you are the second sign this month who's seen this Ten of Cups come up. You're the first sign, however, this month to get the Wheel of Fortune, which is a very strong card, especially next to the Ten of Cups. Here we're dealing with two tens. We're dealing with a lot of completions. Right, so that takes me on to discuss what I wanted to say about this Moon card being associated with Pisces, because Pisces rules this Moon card. Pisces also happens to, can I say, rule this 12th month, astrologically speaking, because now we're concluding the zodiac year. We are we are going through Sun in Pisces right now. The 12th house is being triggered for everyone. It's very beneficial for you to look up where Pisces is located in your chart, perhaps to get a better idea, and also what planets are present in your 12th house as well, both, to see how you will be affected by the karma that comes your way this March. And I'll repeat here that this person, the King of Cups, okay, who's made you feel very uncomfortable in your own skin, is just a bump in the road. It was just there to trigger these events to happen so that you could alter the way that you think, alter the way that you receive information and process this information, so that you could unlock this Ace of Wands. And once you unlock this Ace of Wands, which I guess you've already done, I'm thinking here that you've already done, you are able to move on to this Wheel of Fortune and this happy state with the Ten of Cups. And what do you have it? Okay, this World card as well, which is wonderful. This World card here represents that you are able to organize your surroundings to suit you. So rather than have you work for the world starts to work for you. But don't get me wrong, this doesn't come just like that, right? This happens because you actively restructure your thought. So you've done something in order to have the world now give back to you in this sense. What is a little bit also oh no, well no, not even. It's just it's to me, it's almost equivalent to what I just said, because we also have this. I'm just going to drop the screen so you guys can focus on the cards now and less on me. I apologize for any glare. This Page of Swords here, I apply to represent cognitive restructuring. The Page of Pentacles I take to apply environmental restructuring, how you implement your waking ideas, how you take your ideas and build something out of them. Or this is actually putting together ingredients. This is putting together the same ingredients that you have available to you, but in a different way. This is reverse engineering your attitude, altering it slightly before resuming your everyday life. And by doing this, so this is like the test phase, let's say. This is like the test phase, because you have no idea if you're going to be successful with this reverse engineering of sorts. You're trying it out, but you see that it works for you. And as a result of it working for you, you make it more of a point then, okay, with this Page of Swords, to engage in more cognitive restructuring, where you start to actively apply this to the way that you think and the way that you then process information for the future. By doing this, you really then are effectively changing the way that the world responds to you. When I say the world, I just simply mean your environment. Everything all of a sudden then fits together rather nicely this way. It is a lot of hard work though, Libra. It is a lot of hard work, no doubt about that. You have your your third 10 pop up here. So really we are talking about a massive transformation in the way that you approach things and people. Massive. Oh, too many cards here. With this Six of Cups, ooh, well, yeah. I mean, we might as well be talking about this Tower, right? So the Tower just popped up. Cool. With this Six of Cups, to me, this talks more about the Venus retrograde happening right now. Because Venus is retrograde, and it would help for you to check Venus's placement again in your natal chart to have an idea of how she's going to be impacting you throughout this retrograde period, because Venus is retrograde in Aries. And when Venus is retrograde, people from your past start to appear. People you haven't spoken to in a long time will come back. Since we're talking about Venus here as well, these people will include ex-partners, boyfriends, ex-husbands, ex-girlfriends, whatever, you get the drift. Or even people that you had a crush on in the past, like nothing may have happened with these people, but now they come back and it's a grand opportunity for you to get together. However, with Venus being retrograde, it's a little bit of it's a foxy energy, and you have to watch out that any relationships that come into, like, that take form during the retrograde period, which you didn't previously have you previously didn't establish anything between you and this person, there's a risk of it prematurely coming to an end, and there's a risk that later on after the retrograde period you realize that it wasn't really what you wanted to begin with, which can be kind of annoying, really annoying, because you don't like to waste time at all. And even though this person wouldn't have like walked into your life to waste your time, they're not doing it on purpose. It pisses you off to the extent where like you lose your temper and you trigger this Tower card here. And again, this has a lot to do with this. Okay, this King of Cups in reverse and this Moon card has a lot to do with it, because you're just like, for God's sake, when are people gonna stop messing with me? Which is funny, right? Because apparently Libra is messing with people too. So I'm saying it really does go both ways. Every reading I've done for Libra, I always have to like put a huge disclaimer that if I'm not right about this happening to Libra, this is happening to people who are being affected by Libras. Always 50-50, because we can't say the entire population of Libra is acting the same way. No, I'm sorry, I refuse. I refuse. There will be good people, there will be not so great people, and there will be people who occasionally flip-flop between like being nice and then being mean, taking advantage of people and then being taken advantage of, okay? When we're dealing with Pisces, we're dealing with karma. We're dealing with karma. So please be mindful. If shit starts to hit the fan this month, it's because you did something before to trigger this. It's because you had your set of fortunate months, and now you need to experience a set of unfortunate months to restore the balance there. And vice versa. If you had a series of unfortunate events occur, you are likely to enter a series of fortunate events. However way this unfolds for you, it requires deep transformation from within your core, which cannot be done unless you sorry about that, there's a notification, which can't be done unless you truly believe it. You have to believe it. And that's honestly how this Tower card works. You see it? This Tower card only helps you if you understand that you need to change the way that you behave, feel, think, and manifest things into your life. I don't think it's a coincidence that these three factors fall in the same row down here. Remember what I said about the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Swords? Both of these combine to make this Tower card here. Okay? And as usual, for some reason, you guys get this card a lot. This Four of Cups here, where you are once again, you're just so dissatisfied with the things that you have coming your way and how it's making you feel. Again, you know, because with cups, we're always talking about emotions and feelings. It's always being one step away from this World card, because with the World cards, we're talking about mental, spiritual, psychological, physical health, all culminating together. There has to be a very good balance between all of these factors. And for you guys, you always seem to fall short when it comes to emotions. It's like you simply don't want to feel anymore. You're comfortable having new ideas. You're comfortable you're comfortable playing with new thoughts. Okay? You're also comfortable demolishing things around you only to put them together again because, hey, why not? It can be fun. That applies a lot if you are an engineer watching this video. If that happens to be the case, please let me know. I should probably be specific, right? So that I don't seem like a goddamn idiot. If you are a mechanical engineer watching this video. Or even if you're like a software developer and you like to take code apart, play with it, and come up with your own exploit or something, right? So, anyway, yeah, so you always tend to fall short in the emotional sector of things, and this is where people have their problems with you. This is where your relationships struggle. This is where you're hungry for advice. This is where this is when you guys say life is not fair. This is when you start to feel very, very unbalanced. You're like, life is unfair, and then people are around you are like, no, you're being unfair because you're being heartless, because you're not feeling enough. We want you to feel, so they try to hurt you. And when they try to hurt you, you come at them with swords. Until you realize this, that there needs to be a nice compromise, these people are going to continue coming at you till you feel something. This is going to haunt you for a while, okay? This moon card sticks around for quite a while. Let's see what happens on the 12th, because that's when there's going to be a full moon in Virgo. So, these people, whoever they are going to continue to torment you. Their objective, to make you feel, and not necessarily to make you feel the best things, to make you feel hurt, so that you can understand the value of love. Without hurt, without having your heart broken, you won't know what it feels like to have a complete heart. Without feeling sad, what does happy even mean? Do you understand why for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction? How many times, have we heard this being said to us? How many times have our teachers preached this in school? For every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. Until you absorb this, your karmic cycle is just going to keep going around and around and around and around and around and around and around. And for you, it is extremely important, like more than other signs even, Libra, this month, because we have the Wheel of Fortune, we have the World card, we have the 10 of Cups, we have the 10 of Wands, so many tens, so everywhere. The cycle, it's almost complete. You're almost there. Almost. Just figure it out. Figure out what it is that's bringing you back to this Tower card time and time again. And then again you just always end on this note. It's like, no matter what comes my way, it's not good enough. What comes my way is not good enough. You're not being appreciative of the energies that are around you, Libra. And these energies are potent. They're very strong. These are energies that the other signs really wish they had. And maybe that's the lesson that you need to learn. How to be more grateful of what comes your way. That could very well be. Okay, Libra, so yeah, that was your reading. I didn't mean to yell. I just want to say that. Thank you for all your continuous support. I really do appreciate it. You really mean the world to me. All of you, all the signs equally mean the world to me. We all need each other in this world. We all do. What would we do without each other? So, yeah. Cool. I will leave a link beneath this video if you want to contact me. And yeah, give this video a thumbs up if you don't mind, of course. And I will see you in April. Bye, guys.